Chris Demm just spotted a giraffe without spots. And he was born in the Nashville Zoo. He or she, I'm not even sure if it's
I guess I've seen the headlines for maybe 24 hours, but I hadn't seen the animal.
Yep.
And it said, giraffe born with no spots.
Yeah, it's a girl.
And I thought, in my mind, it would be very, very light colored, but it's dark. It's like the dark orange color of the giraffe. There's no white lineage.
That's the thing. It's basically like the color of the spots, but it's solid. And they are on their Facebook page.
It's one of the rarest animals there is.
They say it's like almost never happened. You know,
like the last one happened in 1972.
So there's literally one on Earth that looks like this. It's a giraffe at the Nashville Zoo. And I did read that it's lucky she was born in captivity because those spots.
They make fun of her out in the wild.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yep. It's not wrong. Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's exactly what it is, Kelly.
The spots.
Stop making fun of my spots.
No.
Yes.
Hey, what happened to your spots? Let's call them spotless.
This is a
They should call you dishwasher because you're spotless.
This is a spokesperson for the Nashville Zoo.
From day one, we've been in contact with zoo professionals all over the country. And, especially the old timers that have been around for a long time. Hey, have you seen this? What's your thoughts? And nobody's seen it. It's better she's born in captivity. In the wild, they use those spots for camouflage. By being solid colored, she may not be able to hide quite as well.
She'd be lunch.
Nature.
Or something, yeah, exactly.
It's mysterious.
Exactly. It reminds me, now in our neighborhood, I see a lot of deer, as you know. And my neighbor, when I first moved in, I said, boy, there's a lot of deer in this neighborhood. And he said there used to be an albino deer that we'd see from time to time, but it disappeared very quickly. Something got it. And I don't know what it would be that got it in our, and I said, it's a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood,
No, there's no.
I didn't challenge him.
There's no big cats.
Who or what?
Bear?
Yeah, who or what? I don't think I've never seen a bear.
Bear don't eat deer.
I mean, this is the neighborhood. I see them on the street every day. I saw 6 of them today as I was driving into work.
Jaguar?
You mean to tell me there's a jaguar roaming our streets?
Man, I watched some amazing video.
Yes.
Some of the coolest video I've ever seen. It was a jaguar going into the water to get a gator.
Oh, my.
Under the water. He's wrestling with the gator.
Wow.
And about 30 seconds later, you see him just drag it to the shore.
Wow.
They're that powerful of an animal that it goes into the gator's land, basically, and is like, I still win. He drags it out with his mouth. Drags it on shore. The gator's still flopping. Finally finishes it off.
The gator wasn't able to thrash it off with its tail?
No.
Stunning. Well, they're apparently the most dangerous jungle cat there is.
It is the most amazing. And this jaguar was beautiful. Just muscular.
Yeah.
And it was like, it can even just go in a gator and be like, I got you.
The most beautiful jaguar I've ever seen. She was on the streets of
yes.
Orlando at the time.
Yes.
It's when they were, the Jags were drafting.
They say they have the best draft in the entire NFL. Are you surprised to hear that?
Certainly not. The first year we took it to the limit. And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
It's been 20 years since then. We haven't been too strong in the last few years.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules. You can't have a newcomer come in and steal a show.
That's the most passionate jaguar you're going to hear from all day.
Magnificent creature.
Rare. You're not going to see another one of those. That's very, very rare. Like the spotless giraffe.
We found this jaguar sitting on an overturned 5-gallon bucket.
Her native Miami, a few blocks from the beach.
Later in the season, she was
She once
disappointed
had a beach house.
by a leftwich.
She roams from the East Coast to Miami, up and down the shore.
We call her Duval.
Anonymous, you're talking about the albino deer that used to populate my neighborhood. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys, I'm a P1 listen every morning. Your deer was likely eaten by a coyote. North Carolina has a pretty substantial coyote problem. We have property and lots of baby deer, and every year they get called out by coyotes. That's what it's going to be.
Okay.
Well, I understand, but aren't coyotes rather? I mean, can they take down an adult deer?
Well, he didn't say adult. He said we had an albino deer. I should ask if it was an adult. He said, because I said there's a lot of deer in this neighborhood. And right now, by the way, I'm seeing baby deer all over the place. I guess this is the time for that. Thank you very much, Anonymous.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. So that would make sense.
Yeah.
A coyote. Today, a huge owl flew in front of my windshield.
Oh, owls, yeah.
Everywhere.
I love them.
Yeah, they're cool
They're
looking.
so unique. And they're
Very cool
gigantic.
animals.
They are.
The one thing that kind of distresses me about the spotless giraffe is that they're asking the public's help to name the animal. So you know what, like the number one answers are going to be.
Spotty McSpotterson.
Yeah. Giraffe McGirafferson.
Yeah.
It's the internet doing the internet things.
That's what it's going to wind up. But really, Spotty McSpotterson would be a misnomer.
Yeah, it's more solid.
It's solid McSollardson is what it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, because it doesn't have spots. Let's get the Drew Barrymore story out of the way, too.
Please.
It's dominating the headlines.
It is scary.
It
I mean, let's be fair.
It is scary. Drew Barrymore was on stage with actress and singer Renee Rapp in New York on Monday. She was having a conversation. They were just doing like a little Q&A for Drew Barrymore, and someone came walking toward the stage. Most people thought he was just walking toward his seat, and he did hold a ticket for fairly close to the stage. But as he was walking to it, he shouted his name and said, "You know who I am. I need to see you at some point while I'm here in New York." We have the exchange here.
Sell people.
I'm Chad Michael Busto. You know who I am. I need to see you at some point while I'm here in New York City. Okay?
Here, take this.
At that point, a security guard got to the man, subdued him, did not let him toward the stage, and Renee Rapp and Drew Barrymore exited the stage for about 10 or 15
Unfortunate.
minutes. Yeah, terrible.
I bet if by the tone of him saying, "You know my name," I bet he has been messaging her.
I bet so, too.
I don't know that she's seeing them, but I bet he has been trying to send her messages.
Yeah, he was headed for her?
Yeah, he was walking right up toward the stage, yeah. And two security guards grabbed him, escorted him out of the theater. I assume he's been arrested, but I haven't read that.
I don't know.
Well, wouldn't you think?
For arrested for what?
Shouting at Drew Barrymore.
That ain't illegal.
Oh, shout at Drew Barrymore.
Is there a number
It's
code?
for that American sweetheart.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, he
now.
didn't run at her or anything. He just said, "Hey, my name is so and so, and you know who I am."
Oh, so I want the book thrown at him.
Now it may have been. Now
care about your
maybe.
Wait a minute.
Now if it comes back that he's a known stalker and she has a restraining order on him.
Well, that may be, but
Let's ask Lisa Lanier.
But he did. I mean, what did he do? Interrupt something?
That's right. He interrupted a Renee Rapp.
It's New York.
Drew Barrymore. Well, Drew came back out after about 15 minutes.
Well, I have a new definition of your sexiness. It's that level of protectiveness. That went full bodyguard. That you are my Kevin Costner.
I'll be that.
He's talking to the security guard there, and everything was okay. You heard
good.
Drew. She's fine. She went ahead and they finished out the Q&A there.
And you can put a restraining order on him, correct?
Yeah.
now.
I think they
So
did.
if he violates that in future,
I want him hung up by his Buster Brown. This is against the law.
But it's not.
You can't yell at a celebrity.
Yeah, you can.
is communicating a threat, although he maybe
But
didn't.
he wasn't a threat. He just said, "You know who I am."
But if he had
I
made it
need
to
to
the
see you.
stage, if he had made it to the stage and up on it, isn't that like
I think
an
if
assault?
he had touched her,
So even if he went on the stage, it's not a crime? If he walked
No,
up on
because,
it and they tackled him on the stage,
yeah.
it's
I
not
mean,
a
then
crime?
technically,
Could be trespassing.
every crazy fan who jumps on stage at a concert and
I
touches,
think they're arrested.
they're
You
taken
don't
out
think
by
so,
security.
really? Oh, really?
They make
Just
him
like
leave.
here, I think they took him out, they tossed him out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he had fought his way back in
Or touched her.
or touched her,
Yeah.
or
then
if he
it'd
was
be
carrying
different.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If he had a knife or something.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, we've seen where process servers have done stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
To what's his
Yeah.
Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
She was served on stage while she was giving a presentation.
You're right. You think I'll be served at Chick-fil-A. You've always said that.
Yeah, but your eating habits have changed.
At the $12 salad
Yeah.
store or when
Now
I'm
it's
buying
just going to
salad.
be in the vegetation section of whatever store you're in. You're going to move a cantaloupe and there'll be an envelope.
You eat so few vegetables, you call it the vegetation station. You mean the produce department?
Whatever.
Sadly, you're both right.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm a sociopath.
Wherever they get
Dave,
the
I'm a
vegetables.
sociopath. We've just discovered it. I'm a sociopath. I'm passive aggressive. I shouldn't be saying these things. Let me turn to you, my friend.
Okay.
There is a list today. The title of the list is things, and now what the title should be is, hey, Dave Aiken, pay attention.
Okay.
This is your list because it's stuff we talk about all the time. See if you agree with this, and we'll start with the one I gave to Biggie a few minutes ago. These are things people think have gotten more expensive, but whose quality has gone down.
Oh, my God. The list. How many sheets of paper is this? Is this worldwide or just American?
We've circled a few. All American, it seems.
All right.
Netflix was the first one. I don't think the quality's gone down, but I know the price has gone down.
Yeah, they just are really getting expensive is what it is.
And why?
Yeah, they haven't added anything. It's not, I mean, they've got new content, but they
Well,
always
that's what
have.
they do.
But they always
Yeah.
have.
But isn't that supply and demand?
Yeah.
It's demand.
I don't hate them for what they're. I mean, they have gone up in price.
Are they still producing original programming?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that painkiller thing right there. That's original.
But that's what I've done recently with all streaming platforms.
Mm.
I've dropped them all to the lowest level I can.
Yep.
And I fully accept because now they want you to charge a premium for the ad free. Let the ads run.
Oh, you're letting the ads wash over you?
Big time.
I told you what my son said when we got Hulu with ads. We watched the very first thing with advertisements during a Hulu program, and he said, "What? What's going on? Ads?
Are we poor?"
Yeah.
Saved you $6 a month. I said, "Son, you can sit through it." And it tells you in the top of the corner, it's like a minute and a half. It counts it down for you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I dropped all mine, and I think I'm not kidding. I think it added up to around $30-$35 a month.
And you don't mind the ads?
No, because then I'll pick up, I'll look at my phone instead of having to rewind where I've looked at my phone and missed something during the show.
Now,
I'll get up, I'll
more
go pee.
Now,
It is.
interestingly,
And by the way, a lot of times it says ads. You're thinking normal ads during a like a TV show.
yeah.
These ads, 30 seconds to a minute.
Right. Well, now on Hulu, they're up to 2.5. But again, it has a counter in the upper corner counting
know what you
down.
got.
And sometimes, I'll tell you this. Now, this is kind of smart, I guess, on the streaming part. When I'm watching TV, when the ads come on, I might flip around, and then go back.
No.
But on streaming, it's a process to get out of that app.
Too many clicks.
So you
Sure.
do see
Yeah.
the ad at the very least. It's on there.
Netflix subscriptions have gone down, yeah?
Yes.
Over the
No.
past.
I thought they did at one point
Well, what they just did made them go. We reported they went back up
because they
cracked
cracked
down
down.
on the and they said it was the most new subscribers they've had in a certain period of time.
Huh.
All right, Dave. Weigh in on these things that have gotten more expensive, but whose quality has gotten worse through the years. Fast food.
Absolutely. Have you been to... Well, you haven't. Any of y'all... Biggie?
Biggie.
I can't talk to anybody anymore in this damn room. You people don't eat.
Weigh in on this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But see, the problem to me is the quality has almost gotten better, which makes me wait longer, which is what I don't like. Remember, I like heat lamp food.
But I don't know about that. I think the quality has gotten worse. I think it's gotten smaller. And
Smaller, definitely.
I think you're seeing less food.
Some of them
Definitely
will
smaller.
offer premium items for a limited time, or like the Angus burger at McDonald's. I think it's called Angus.
Yeah.
It's the quarter pounder has the best meat.
Yeah, the big Angus.
That's the only one.
Right.
The other one, you're getting a little thin patty of God knows what.
That's your Big Mac and so forth.
Absolutely, and yes, the quality has gone down at all of these places. The chicken. Have you seen the chicken?
Not lately, but
Go Wendy's and look at a chicken.
go into Wendy's and look.
Yeah, look at the
chicken.
chicken.
See the chickens?
Chicken. They let
Ask
you
to see the chicken.
The chickens. Yeah, I do think that's
It's
probably
thin.
right. Mm-hmm.
It's paltry
It's not what it used to be.
and not poultry.
Right. It's not poultry. It's poultry.
Yeah.
Washers and dryers. The quality has gone down. The price has gone up.
How's the quality gone down?
I think it's because you don't get. I think it's the high energy, high efficiency stuff that makes it take longer to dry the clothes.
And they don't use as much water.
I don't see that issue.
You don't have that
Personally.
issue. We did for a time. I don't
you
know.
had that bad washer dryer.
I did. I had a bad washer dryer there for a time.
High end.
Mm-hmm.
We got Whirlpool. Everything's fine.
And it works well.
Yeah.
Don't you think, though, a wash machine dryer that your parents had when you were a kid probably did the job in less time? Now, it cost you more energy cost. Probably dried clothes faster.
I mean, it takes, 60 minutes to dry a load?
Well, it takes me 2 hours.
Well, you're doing something very wrong.
I had to put bulky items in. And remember...
Are you spinning it properly on the other side?
I think so. It spins. But
So are they going in soaking wet?
No, they're spun. They're spun. They're fairly just damp, when they go
Clean
in.
your filter?
I do clean the filter, yeah. I mean,
clean it every time.
Well, we put it on 2 hours because just to make sure
That must be low heat.
I don't want it to shrink up. You know,
I
need
don't
it
do
to
anything
shrink
more
up.
like hot towels. I do in 60 minutes. A load of towels to dry.
Well, a lot of times I have a lot of clothes in there because I wait a long time, and it's all my sweat clothes. And
Yeah,
they
you
all go
can't-
in, and there's towels in there too.
You're overfilling it.
It's possible. That's certainly a
You
possibility.
got to do it more frequently.
How about a refrigerator? Up in price, down in quality.
I don't know. I think refrigerators have gotten pretty good. The price is true.
Yeah.
But I don't think the quality's gone down. I mean, it keeps the stuff cold. Makes ice.
Candy bars. Don't get him started.
Well, they shrink.
Smaller,
Yeah.
Well, the prices.
The price is 3 times as much as it was 10 years ago.
Yes.
And the items are smaller. And many are saying the manufacturers use inferior ingredients. Your peanuts are not as good as they used to.
Do you think if it were possible, could you taste a Snickers bar today and then taste a Snickers bar from 20 years ago and know the difference?
I think so. And I think the same is true of a burger from a fast food restaurant.
Without a doubt.
I'm sure.
I think that's the case. You would taste it today, and you'd say this is inferior.
I think the bread would taste different.
But don't you think that the companies would say, hey, we've removed certain things that are less healthy for you?
Yeah,
Probably.
the additives are
Probably, yeah.
No. They've added more preservatives and more garbage into it.
They've added more garbage?
I thought they were taking that. I think they're
No,
taking
it's
that.
cheaper. You want them to pay for beef?
But I think they're taking it out because they want to say
It's a healthier choice.
and that's why it's more expensive.
They
now.
can say what they want. I'm telling you what's happening.
You don't believe it's
No,
you don't think the quality
absolutely not. And you're talking candy. Have you seen a Snickers bar?
They're
How
tiny.
smaller they are.
They're tiny.
You see the ones that are a share a size. This BS.
Yeah.
And it's got the 2 little pieces in it.
Yeah.
And one long tube.
A regular Snickers used to be about 3/4
Yeah.
of that size.
No, I agree with you on that.
Well, yeah, candy's been shrinking for decades.
Yeah, the price is through the roof. I mean, I think it's like for a regular size. I bought one 3 weeks ago, almond Snickers, and I think it was close to $3
For one candy bar.
It's $2.60.
Well, the report I have here says it's gone. The price is up 3 times as much as it was 10 years ago, and the product is smaller.
Yeah.
So they're saying quality down, price up. That's the whole list here.
Could be the quality.
Vegetables that used to be relatively inexpensive and would last for 4 or 5 days. Now way more expensive and even more perishable. They go down in.
Biggie gonna have to sit this one out.
He's over in the vegetation department now.
Vegetation station.
All my vegetables are processed.
They come in bags.
That may be true, but maybe it's because of some pesticide preservatives not being used.
I don't know. I still find vegetables to be fairly cheap unless you're trying to buy organic. Then yeah.
Well, I did read recently that one big misnomer is like people say, I can't eat healthy, it's too expensive. But in reality, you can. You can get chicken and grill it, same price as you can fry it.
Yeah, chicken's always on sale.
But now the processed stuff, you can buy a box. It's easier to buy
and it's cheaper.
Pre-made stuff.
I mean, it is cheaper if you buy a box of Hamburger Helper and high-fat hamburger to make than
if you want
a chicken and vegetables.
But I did read an article saying, look, if you want to eat grilled chicken and grilled fish and vegetables, you can do it, even on a budget. You can absolutely do that.
It takes preparation, too, with vegetables.
No doubt about it.
And even fruit to an extent.
That's right.
Really, nobody wants to make a salad.
I can't find a cosmic apple in this town.
What's going on?
I don't know, but I've been...
Well, that explains your anger. That's totally justifiable now.
I told you about that cosmic apple. I told you the other day I was on a cosmic
Where do you have to get those over at the Trading Post Joseph's?
At the head shop?
They don't have them. They don't have them right now.
Have you gone to the CBD stores?
I'm trying this. I've gone to every CBD store in town. I can't find a cosmic apple.
It comes with a black light poster.
You need a cosmic apple. You're going to turn it into a bong, sir? Legally, I can't sell you a bong, sir, but I can sell you a cosmic,
Here's a cosmic apple.
Okay. $9.
Use this and a paring knife, and you'll be just fine.
Apparently, somebody started an online rumor the other day that your Trading Post was going to put in self-checkout. And I guess that was like a yo mama joke to them because they came out like, no, we are not.
Right.
Never.
They said they would never do that. They said they would
We
never
will
do
keep making you feel awkward as you check out.
that. They do that. My wife read they flirt with you over there, and they really do.
They just talk to you the
No
whole
wonder you're
time.
there every day.
Well, they say to you, "Hey, what's going on with you today?
Yeah.
Hey, how you gonna spend your afternoon? What's going on?" And I have had some say, "I love the way you're wearing
Dove
that."
Bars and Lube. I know how you're spending
Yeah. Male curiosity and empty calories.
Fine.
Frank's Red Hot. Gotta have that.
And
Joseph's.
and finally, these are things that have gotten more expensive, but whose quality has gone downhill. Hot Pockets. I didn't know this.
I cannot speak on
I
this.
cannot speak on it.
Biggie.
Get in here.
Can your son speak to this, Kelly?
Yeah, he could speak to this, and he'd probably say that and ramen has gone up in price but down in quality. They used to apparently, according to this, they used to be decent. They
decent.
They currently cost 50% more than they did 5 years ago, and they have less meat, and they don't cook as well.
When did Jim Gaffigan record his bit? That's got to be 20
years ago of how bad it was. But this article says they've gotten worse in the last 5 years.
I bet I haven't had a Hot Pocket since I was a kid, because to me, that's just one of those things you grow out of.
I see.
Yeah, they used to have Steakums when I was a kid.
I remember those.
Yeah. I liked that. I thought that was a good product.
But I mean, food costs are going up everywhere, right? And nothing's coming down in price.
No question.
Food-wise, right?
That's the thing.
Now, the what do you call it? The appliances you were talking about. I don't understand that.
You don't think that they've gone down?
Look at the way the machines are built nowadays. You can do multiple loads, different styles.
There's a lot more electronics in them. There's a lot more. There's chips and
yes.
And of course the tariffs and transfer fees from from Asia.
Yeah, but do you think they last as long as they used to? Like if I bought one in 1970,
maybe not.
Wouldn't I expect it to last? Well, those electronics and stuff go bad. I think
Look at, on the other side of the coin, look what televisions are.
Cheaper,
but the quality
is better. Cheaper, but better quality. But sometimes hard to know how to get to. I mean, you can't load up anything on the TV. That's the problem. How do I go watch Thursday Night Football? Can't. Yeah. That's the thing.